Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers, the day after. How we feeling? Listen, yesterday it was really emotional. And it sounds silly, because, we've only finished sixth. A lot of fans, people I work with, are sort of taking the mickey a little bit like, oh, what are you so emotional for? You've only finished sixth. I think it's the whole journey, the journey of what we've seen that's happened to our club over the last 5 years. We've been through such a rough ride with the move to the stadium and the GSB out stuff, and just feeling that we're losing our club day by day and month by month, year by year. And the fact that it's been a tough year with the COVID and all that as well. It's just, this is give us hope again and give us something to love and believe in again. We're proud of our team again. Those 11 out there this year, brilliant. One of the best teams we've had. One of my guys I used to work with, PE teacher, he said, it's probably the proudest and one of the best teams we've had since Harry. In terms of team, Slaven Bilic, we had the Payet, genius, magician. But actual team, this is 100% the best team that I've seen in my lifetime since the Harry era. That Harry team with Paolo and that Trevor Sinclair is one of my favourite teams of all time. And how ironic is it that we're going to be wearing that kit next year? The Paolo sort of mock-up kit is apparently what we're going to be wearing. How ironic is that? That's just brilliant, isn't it, when we've just about nearly equalled that season. After them first 2 games this season, if you would have said to me we're going to break our win record in the Prem, we're going to beat our points total, we're going to have a top 6 finish, we're going to guarantee Europa League qualification where we get 6 games in it, listen, I would have laughed in your face. What these boys have achieved is incredible, considering most of the season we didn't have a striker. We played half of it with Bowen up front, and then Lingard was up front, Haller that didn't move. We had that period where there was no Rice, so Bonner was out for a long time, no left hand side with Masuaku and Cresswell out for a long time. Players like Dawson coming in and doing just wonders. My hammer of the year, Soufal, just been immense. That guy Pat Nevin or Paul Nevin, whatever his name is, the guy who does the set pieces, he's done wonders. There's it's no mystery why we've scored the most set pieces this season, not including penalties. It's just been immense. In terms of Europa League, guys, like I say, we're guaranteed 6 games. We go straight into the group, which is great. We can actually enjoy it. Even if we lose, we go out. I believe if you finish third, you go into the Europa League conference anyway. So we could, even if it does all go tits up, we could still be carrying on with some Europa League football, even if it is in a conference league. Obviously, looking at the teams, it's changed a little bit from when I did the video last night. Last night it was like Juventus, PSG in there. Don't get me wrong, there's still some massive teams in there that I'd love to play. Marseille, obviously, it would be the return of Dimitri Payet. And I bet we do get them. I bet we do get Marseille. After that, you got Lyon in there as well. Frankfurt, obviously, Haller's former club. Who else in it? Lazio, Paolo Di Canio Derby, that would be. Napoli, huge side. There's some massive teams in there, honestly. And then you've got the fact of, obviously, if you do get through the group stage, which, that's the be all and end all, you get through that group stage, then you get the teams that fall out the Champions League, the ones that finish third. And, and that's when you're hitting huge clubs, potentially. So, yeah, if we can get ourselves out the group stage, that'd be amazing. People were asking me on Twitter yesterday, like, what do we get? Obviously for finishing 6th, your prize money's around 28 million. That's a huge amount. Just for getting into the Europa League group stage, you get about 2-3 million. It works out something like $500,000 a point or $500,000 a win, something like that it is. And if you get through the group stage, you guarantee yourself, I think, about 5 million. So, there's some money there to be won. It's not, it's not Champions League level money. Just for the group stage, Champions League is 25 million. And it's something like £1 million a point in the Champions League. But, it's more money than we would have expected. And it's just amazing to have some European nights. I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. It's going to be tough, if they don't fully invest in the team. But it's not that I believe in the board. I believe that Moyes is a big enough character to do things even with a tight budget anyway. Listen, he's not going to get 100 million. He probably ain't even going to get 80 million. But I think David Moyes could do wonders with 50, 60 million. I really do. Get Anderson out the door, get Yarmolenko out the door. I'd keep Lanzini. I would. I think there's someone in there, there's a player, you know, and in the Europa League, I think he could be real influential if you got him fit. But you only have to look at Soufal, 5 million, Soucek, 18 million, Bowen, 20 was he? So, you know, that's 45 million-ish, you know, just under 45 million. That's what you can get with 50 million. You could buy 3 amazing players that just fit the team. You know, it seems that, you know, we know David Moyes is, you know, one of the best, you know, at scouting players. You know, he takes his time, he checks for everything, not just skill, he checks for the mental side, he checks for, you know, the dedication on the pitch. Are they listening to their managers and stuff like that? So yeah, I trust Dave, you know, to buy whoever he wants. I'm hoping Lingard's one of the first ones for the door. Who knows with Jesse. I think he wants to be there, but we'll see, won't we? We'll find out in the next few weeks or so. I think Dex will stay. I do. I think, you know, the messages yesterday seemed really happy. You know, see you next season. Join us on the European tour and all that sort of stuff. And then obviously, you know, we've got to go and get that striker. Ivan Toney, Armstrong, Danny Ings, you know, who could it be? The fact that we're in that Europa League now, you know, it does open up a window of opportunity now to go and get some players that maybe wouldn't have come before. You know, I think if we would have gone for El Nesri, say, last year, in this position in the Europa League, he probably would have come. You know, it's just that you've got that little carrot of 6 games that you can offer a player that you didn't have before, and you know, it does open a new category of player. So hopefully, you know, we can go and get our business done early as well. I want the business done early, not dithering. You know, I don't want to still be like sitting there, you know, like with a Bakker or a Lacazette situation where nothing happens, and then you end up getting Simone Zaza in the door, or Jonathan Calieri comes back. Do you know what I mean? I don't want squad fillers. You know, it's got to be, I'd rather, you know, 3 decent players. Listen, arguably, you know, you sit here and ask me, like, what do we need? You know, it's clear what we need. You know, we need another centre back. We need probably a left back. We need a centre midfielder and 2 strikers for me. I think the goalkeeper can possibly wait, even though a goalkeeper probably is going to come through the door. It sounds like that Sam Johnston's going to come in. But, you know, the more priority for me is 2 strikers and a centre midfielder. If I had to just say, right, what do you want, Luke? And that's all you can have, it would be 2 strikers and a centre midfield. You know, I think the left backs can do a job for another year. Centre backs, you know, hopefully, you know, people like Alessi and people like that are given a chance in some of the games this year to develop themselves. Diop's, you know, capable. Bonner, we know, and obviously you got Dawson who can do a job. Obviously Balbuena confirmed that he's leaving yesterday as well, inside some sad news. So maybe a centre back is essential. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. You know, how excited are you? Europa League. What out of the teams that have already qualified, who would you like to be up against? What do you think we need in the transfer market? How do you feel about Balbuena's leaving? And just thanks again for all your support, guys. I know we got about 10 subscribers yesterday, which is brilliant. You know, we will hit that 4,000 at some point. And I'm going to spend the last sort of minute or so now just say, yeah, a massive thank you to all you guys. You know, we came back this year. You know, I've tried really hard since the turn of the year, you know, to try and do a video at least 4 times a week. You know, it started off every day, but then, you know, life gets in the way with work and stuff. It's very hard to do a video every day. We'll be covering the Euros and stuff like that, you know, getting right involved. You know, I'm really looking forward to see how Declan does on the world stage. Hopefully not too well, because then them clubs will definitely be coming in for him. You know, that's our proper West Ham mentality, isn't it? You know, do okay, don't do too well though, Dex. So yeah, and then obviously we look forward to the new season, transfer news, topics. We'll be going all the way through. Again, massive thank you, guys. Big love to you all. I've met some great people this year. We're doing the call-ins. Andy Miles, James Fever, JP, Little Jake as well. Please go and subscribe to Little Jake. He's such a top lad. And JP and James Fever, actually. All of them are top lads. Irish Tommy as well. Always great to chat to him. Chat to Peach a few times this year as well. So yeah, you know, thank you guys. And hopefully, you know, very, very soon we'll meet each other over the stadium and stuff. We can have a proper chat in person, have a beer and all that. Yeah, and if you do ever see me, guys, come and say hello. You know what I mean? I love meeting you guys. Yeah, until next time, guys. I've waffled on for so long now. Till next time, come in your irons. Do we have to keep believing anymore? You know, we've done it now. We can start enjoying. Let's enjoy it until the new season starts. You know, I've kept believing for 5 years, and finally, you know, my believing has come true. Anyway, guys, come in your irons. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's go.